Hello and welcome to another video for pre-calculus. In this video, we are going to discuss about product to sum and sum to product formulas. So here are the list of formulas that we are going to use here. So sum to product formulas are right here. So if we have sine A times cosine B, then that is 1/2 times sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. Similarly, if we have cosine A times sine B, then that is 1/2 sine A plus B minus sine A minus B. And then if we have sine A times sine B, that is 1/2 cosine A minus B minus cosine A plus B. And similarly, if we have cosine A times cosine B, that is 1/2 cosine A plus B plus cosine A minus B. And similarly, we have the sum to product identities here. So if we have sine A plus sine B, then that's where we have sine A minus sine B gives us this one. Cosine A plus cosine B gives us this one, and cosine A minus cosine B gives us this one. So we're going to basically use these identities in this video. So we are given a product here. We are asked to write this as a sum. So what we are going to do is we are going to use the product to sum identity. So we have cosine x sine 5x. So that means we have cosine and sine. So it is this identity that we are going to use. So cosine A times sine B. So that's the one that we are going to use. So let's go ahead and do this. So we have let's rewrite that. So cosine x times sine 5x equals, so this is same as cosine A times sine B, so it is 1/2, and then we have sine A plus B, so sine x plus 5x, then minus sine A minus B, that means x minus 5x, which gives us sine, so here we have sine x plus 5x is 6x minus sine x minus 5x is negative 4x, and then we have 1/2 times, so sine 6x. So we know that the even odd property for this function, so sine of negative theta is negative sine theta. So we have sine of negative 4x, which means it is negative sine of 4x, but we have a minus sign here, so it makes it plus sine 4x. So that is the sum of that product. Okay, so let's look at another example. Here we have a sum and we are going to write that as a product. So if you look over here, we have cosine minus cosine. So this is the identity that we are going to use, cosine minus cosine. So it is, so we have cosine 6x minus cosine 4x. So equals, we have negative 2 sine A plus B means 6x plus 4x over 2 times sine A minus B means 6x minus 4x over 2. So it is negative 2. So sine 6x plus 4x is 10x over 2 is 5x. So sine 5x times 6x minus 4x is 2x divided by 2 is just x. So sine x. So we wrote this sum as a product. So let's go ahead and find the exact value for this given expression. So we have here basically what we have is, so we have 4 cosine 37.5 degrees times cosine 7.5 degrees. Okay, so this is, so we have cosine times cosine, so we can rewrite this as a sum. So we have cosine times cosine, which is 1/2. So we'll write this in this form. Okay, so we already have that 4, so that is 4 is 4. Then just for this part, we have 1/2. So the 4 times 1/2, and then we have cosine A plus B, which means 37.5 degrees plus 7.5 degrees, and then plus cosine A minus B, which means 37.5 degrees minus 7.5 degrees. Now 4 times 1/2 is 2, times cosine 37.5 plus 7.5 is 45 degrees, plus cosine 37.5 minus 7.5 is 30 degrees. Now we know the exact value for those, so 2 times cosine 45 is square root of 2 over 2 plus cosine 30 degrees is square root of 3 over 2. Now when we multiply by 2, we get square root of 2 plus square root of 3, which is the exact value. And we'll just leave it there. Now let's go ahead and prove this identity. So in order to prove this one, we are going to start from the left-hand side, and then we'll move on to the right-hand side. So the left-hand side, we have sine theta plus sine 5 theta divided by cosine theta plus cosine 5 theta. So for the numerator, we have sine plus sine. So we are going to change that from sum to product. So we have sine A plus sine B can be written as 2 sine A plus B over 2. So this becomes 2 sine A plus B means theta plus 5 theta over 2 means theta plus 5 theta is 6 over 2 is 3 theta times, then we have cosine A minus B over 2. So A is theta minus 5 theta, which is negative 4 theta over 2 means negative 2 theta divided by, so denominator is cosine plus cosine, so we are going to use this identity. So it is 2 cosine, so theta plus A plus B over 2 means theta plus 5 theta, which is 6 theta over 2 means 3 theta times, then we have again cosine, then A minus B over 2 means theta minus 5 theta over 2 is negative 2 theta. So basically here what we can do is we can cancel out this one, we can cancel out this 2, and that gives us sine 3 theta over cosine 3 theta, which is tangent 3 theta, sorry, tangent 3 theta, and that's what we want on the right hand side. So we basically proved this identity. Let's look at one more proof. So here again we are going to use sum to product formula. So the left hand side equals cosine theta plus cosine beta divided by sine theta plus sine beta. So the numerator is cosine A plus cosine B. So we are going to use this formula, which is 2 cosine A plus B over 2 times cosine A minus B over 2. So 2 cosine A plus B means theta plus beta over 2, okay, times cosine A minus B means theta minus beta over 2 divided by, so sine theta plus sine beta is sine A plus sine B, which is 2, then sine A plus B over 2, which means theta plus beta over 2 times cosine A minus B over 2, which means cosine theta minus beta over 2. Now if we look over here, so we have this 2 and 2 which we can cancel, and we can cancel this because we have exactly the same thing. So what's remaining here is we have cosine theta plus beta over 2 over sine theta. So this angle here is same. So that means we can write cosine over sine is cotangent theta plus beta over 2. And that's what we want on the right hand side. So we basically proved this identity. We'll just do this much for this video. Have a great day.